What's up, y'all? Everyone is here back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today's video, I'm going to give you the Monday kickoff for what's going to be happening on the 19th. So let's get right into this. All right, so this Monday, they're planning to launch a champion training tournament where you'll be able to get a perfect soul for Lydia the Death Siren. So for those of you who have already completed the normal mode faction wars, you get a chance at getting a perfect soul for Lydia the Death Siren. So if you take a look at my Lydia, I've been playing for almost 6 years now. So I've already completed the normal faction wars on this free-to-play main account. And if we go all the way down, I still don't have a Lydia perfect soul. So it's been a long time, and I do have her currently, I think, in the wish list. Yeah, so I've been trying to get her for a while now, and I have not been able to acquire that perfect soul. So this is a good opportunity. I would not say it's a great opportunity, but it's a good opportunity to potentially get a perfect soul. Now, let's read a little bit further. All you need to do is develop your champions, okay? Caveat, there's going to be a lot of big spenders trying to go for this as well. In any of the following ways, upgrading your levels, ranks, ascending, and using skill tomes. Be careful. If you like to save your skill tomes for personal reward CVC, I recommend you to keep doing that unless you really, truly want to go for a soul. I don't think that the soul on Lydia is going to make her, yes, it's going to make her stronger in PvE, but for PvP, it's not going to do a crazy big change for her because she doesn't remove the debuffs or the buffs from your enemies or allies. She doesn't place like an insane buff that's going to help you in PvP, but for PvE, yes, this is going to be a strong blessing. Will she still work better in PvP? Of course, any champion on your entire account will work better with a blessing no matter what. But let's take a look at this a little bit further. If you manage to take first place on the leaderboard in your group of 100 players, okay, just remember that, in your group of 100 players during this tournament, you'll earn Lydia the Death Siren Perfect Soul. The higher your level, the higher the rank of the Perfect Soul you receive. So if you're only level 31 to 40, you're only going to get a potential chance at a 3-star Perfect Soul for level 31 to 40. That means a 3-star Perfect Soul out of the top 100 players. Okay? The minimum points required is 7,500 for a level 31 to 40. That's a lot. That's a lot of points. Level 41 to 60, you could get a 4-star Perfect Soul. Minimum points required, 12,500. That's a lot as well. So typically, if you put that into a perspective, for example, if there's no champ training going on right now, but the last champ training, you needed 11,000 to get a prism crystal. So 40 prism crystals, I believe, or 30 prism crystals for one of the polls. Now that, of course, they're not running this prism event anymore right now, but that's a lot of points for a level 41 to 60. Some of you aren't even able to hit that threshold because maybe you don't save enough resources, but there are some of those nowadays that are lower level that can hit that fairly easily because earlier game you are, the more energy and resources you stockpile over time due to quests, missions, champion pass, and challenges that are going on. So you can stockpile gems, convert those gems into energy. So more than likely, if you're earlier stage, there's going to be a lot more competition for Lydia the Death Siren. But in the end game, a lot of people snipe. So now moving up to level 61 to 99, you get a Perfect Soul 6-star. Minimum point required is 15,000. And then, so again, that's a lot. Now, I personally only get around 10,000 to 15,000. The most I've gotten in a champion training is probably like 16,000, maybe 17,000 points. And that's pushing fairly hard, but not going crazy and using all of my resources because I just don't want to do that during a champ training event unless the rewards, for example, during the event or tournament are going to be impactful for my account. Are they going to be worth it? So if I don't get the 5 or 6 star for Lydia, or for you, if you don't get the 5 or 6 star, is the tournament, the bracket, going to be worth it on the side here? Are you going to actually get something good for these rewards on the side? Now, if they make these rewards on the side extremely enticing, that will give the player base more of a reason to actually want to fight for a higher level soul for Lydia the Death Siren. Now, are they actually going to put Lydia the Death Siren on the right side? I highly doubt it, but it could be possible. If they do, it's going to be lower level ones. And if they do put lower level ones, I highly recommend you to go for those lower level souls for Lydia the Death Siren. Now, going back over here, if you're a level 100 player, which a lot of endgame players are level 100, Lydia the Death Siren 6-star Perfect Soul becomes available, and the minimum requirement to get her is 20,000. So if you're in a bracket and the highest player, the player gets like 18,000, that player won't even get the 6-star Split Soul because you need to hit 20,000. So you're gonna, of course, see a lot of players right now sniping people. They're going to be going crazy and getting like 30, 40, 50, 60,000 points in a lot of the higher end leaderboards. So just to note, if you take first place but have not earned the minimum points requirement, you will not receive the Perfect Soul, like I just said. So unfortunately, for a lot of players out there, this is not going to be doable. I really don't think I'm going to be able to push for this, because more than likely I'm going to be in a bracket that's just too strong for me, my account. Again, I'm free to play, so more than likely there are going to be bigger spenders, whales out there that are just going to absolutely crush me. Now, if I happen to have CC perks, right? Content creator perks, and got tons of brews here, here, and here. If I had tons of champs lined up, if I had tons of chickens, it would be a lot easier for me. But of course, I do not have that. So we've got little Nugget here coming in. That's Ayla. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that. So yeah, I guess it is what it is. Yeah, you tell him. You tell him. Do you want to go for Lydia? Do you want to go for Lydia the Death Siren?
Yes.
You do? Should you? Okay, final say. Let me know. Ayla, would you like to go for Lydia the Death Siren? Let me know. Yes or no? Is that a yes or is that a no? No? Yes? Yes? No? You want to watch something?
Yeah.
What do you want to do instead of Raid Shadow Legends? You don't know? What do you want to do? You want to watch Blippi or something?
Yeah.
Okay, is that better than Raid Shadow Legends?
Yeah.
Okay, you heard it here, folks. You probably shouldn't go for Lydia the Death Siren. Just watch Blippi. Take care.